Welcome to MES e-learning channel, and we are going to, in this session we are going to learn about classification of production system. Okay, now what is this production? As we have already learned about it, it's a process where we are producing goods and services. Okay, and we have multiple things which we have discussed in the last session. So in this session we are going to learn about production system. So before going through the classification of production system, let's know what is production system. Now, a production system is a system that uses resources to create or produce goods or services for the company. Now, we have different types of system that we will come to know whenever I am going to finish with this actual production system process. Okay, so how does this work? So the first one which we actually need for this production system is raw materials. Okay, now as we already know what all type of raw materials are needed for production of goods and services, we also, in this raw material itself, we can also include semi-finished goods, which is very much essential when it comes to assembling some kind of finished products. Okay, second thing is labor. So when we talk about labor, yes, they are the important source, or they are the important element in this whole production process. And the next one is funding. Funding is very much important. It can be through any financial institutions, or maybe you can also, the owner or any investment can be done so that the production process can be smooth. The next is, it includes automated machines or robots. So when we talk about automated machines, yes, nowadays we have to incorporate such things. Updated technology, actually it is beneficial for all the companies. Okay, so automated machine saves times, efforts, and definitely the output is actually productive. Third one is, it helps to reduce manufacturing cycle time. Now, what is this manufacturing cycle time? One manufacturing cycle time means a product which is, starting the journey from the raw material till the last stage, that is finished goods, is known as one manufacturing cycle time. So when you are incorporating automated machines, as I said before, it can reduce manufacturing cycle time too, because you can at one time you can have multiple cycle time, and then you can save time and efforts in that process itself. At the same time, it can improve product quality. So when it comes to product quality, definitely efficiency is important and effectiveness is important. So when we are incorporating again updated technology in our production system, these things can be achieved. Next is, it can help reduce lead time and paperwork. Now, what is this lead time? Lead time means after that product being, produced, then the journey which starts from dispatching the product to the outlets or retail, okay? The journey which is there from the dispatching, from the manufacturing facility or manufacturing factory to retail outlets is known as lead time. Okay, so this production system, an effective production system, can help to reduce lead time and also paperwork. Okay, so now whatever production system we are talking about is actually updated ones. It is not manual. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So I'll just give you an overview about it. So we have 4 types of production system. First one is job shop. Second one is batch system. Third one is mass production system, and fourth one is continuous production system. So let's have this, what is job shop, batch, and mass and continuous production system. We'll come to know in the next slide. Now, job shop production system is a production system where you produces low volume of products, but it is actually customized. Each products will be customized according to the requirements and need of the customers. There will be very rare chances or less chances of having same products or producing same products. There will be high variety of products, and also it will be customized according to the customer specifications or requirements. And that is known as job shop. You can take the example of a boutique or tailoring shop. where you can see the customers are coming there. They are describing about what they want in their dresses or what kind of buttons they need and many more things. And each order or each product will be unique from each other because it is already according to the specifications or customization. Now here the machines which is being used are general purpose, or you can say common purpose. And here the skilled operators will be there because they should know each and every technique or pattern of producing each products. They have unique technological requirements and many more. It can be updated one or it can be the manual ones depending upon the requirements and also the specifications of the customers. Now there are certain advantages and disadvantages. So the first one is flexibility. So when it comes to job shop production system, it is flexible in nature because as I said, lot of customization and specifications are there, due to which this system has to change their setups according to the product which has been demanded. Second one is encourages skill development. Yes, when you have customization and many more things, the operators or the workers who are working on it can develop their skills according to that. They may have practice, they may go through many type of patterns which they can learn from it and develop their skills. Third one is creativity and allows for high product variety. So when it comes to creativity, yes, job shop is the best one here because it's not like that the customers may order or may say their specifications or requirements, but it is also the duty of the operators and workers to suggest something, or maybe they can also get with some kind of ideas where the customer may like it, and commonly they may like the specification and according to that the products will be produced. And that's why there can be high product variety also. Now let's move on to the disadvantage. First one is higher cost. Why it is higher? Why the cost is higher here? Because of frequent setup changes. Okay. Now for example, I would say take the example of tailoring shop itself. When a customer is demanding of certain type of buttons, okay, and maybe that button is not there in that shop, it's not available there. Okay, so what will happen? They have to order those buttons, or maybe with that they may order some multiple types of button, maybe red button and it will be of different pattern, and they have to order that also. But remember, out of that customer will be selecting only one button, which will definitely a waste of money for the other buttons, and that's why it creates this kind of mess where you can say the cost is higher. So this is only one condition. There can be many conditions. It can be in case of materials, it can be in case of zips or maybe whatever. Okay. Then second one is large inventory needs. Definitely, as I said before, if the button is not there, that type of button is not there, or color of that button is not there, then the owner has to order a bulk of buttons of red color of different types, so that in future if any of the customers are coming for red button, they may show those varieties, due to which they have to keep this large inventory, so that the customers may get options to select it, and obviously the prospects can be turned into customers. That is the main thing. Okay. Third one, complex production planning. Yes, because each and every product has to plan accordingly, according to the requirements. They have to jot it down, like what type of customization is needed for this type of product, and then they have to plan accordingly. So it is complicated. For each and every product they have to change their plans. Now the second production system is batch production system. Now these products are being produced in batches. So you can take the example of bakery shop. You have seen that in their outlets there will be certain amount or certain quantity of products displayed in their outlets. Like for example, there will be 50 pastries, 50 puffs, 50 breads and many more things. But the amount is fixed. Every day they used to produce the same amount of products. It's according to the daily consumption, but still they will go with the fixed amount of products. Okay, so here the flexibility is there, the setup will change, but it depends upon the products which has been demanded by the customer. Okay, it is suitable for limited product quantities which will be produced at intervals, and also maybe stocked for sale, maybe for later on. It depends upon the durability of the product. Okay, so batch system in short means where you are producing the product, various product or different types of product in batches, okay, in groups you can say. Okay, so that is batch production system. Now what are the advantages? So the first one is better plant utilization. Okay, so whatever tools, equipments are there which is for certain products are being utilized properly. Okay, second one is lower cost per unit compared to job shop. Yes, when it comes to job shop, as I said, each product will be having its own specifications, and due to which you have to invest in some products and then you have to move on. But when it comes to batch production system, one unit is actually cost low because they are actually buying in bulk and in batches they are producing the product. So that's why there is lower cost per unit compared to job shop. Okay. Then third one is job satisfaction for operators. So when it comes to job satisfaction, yes, because the same pattern has been repeated every day and there is fixed amount of products to be produced, so there is job satisfaction for operators, but compared to job shop again, because in job shop it is creativity and it depends on the customers how they are satisfied and how the operators are satisfied, but here the operators are satisfied because they know what they are doing and what has to be done. Next is disadvantage. So the first one is complex material handling. Why? Because here the setups are changing according to the products which has to be produced. So if you are going to produce bread, so your ingredients, your pattern of producing it differs, and that's why the material handling differs. Then if you're switching to another product, that is pastries, again the ingredients and many more things changes, due to which there is complex material handling. Second one, difficult production planning. Yes, production planning is difficult again, because compared to job shop it is easier, but still it is difficult because we have different variety of products. We have to change our production planning also according to that. But compared to job shop it is better. Then the third one is frequent setup changes leading to higher cost. As I said, in this batch system, according to the product, we have to change the setup of the machine or robots, whatever we are using for production, which definitely leads to higher costs. Let's move on to the next production type. So next is mass production. By its name only you can understand that you have to produce large volumes here. Okay, a standardized product with large volumes. But you have to remember, in this mass production system, there will be related products or interchangeable products will be there. Like for example, you can take an example of a soft drink company. Okay, you can take example of Pepsi itself. So there are lots of soft drinks over there, okay, which you can switch if you want to. There are Diet, Zero, Coke, normal Coca-Cola. There will be flavored drinks of Pepsi itself. But they are similar to each other, different line, yes, but they are similar to each other and it can be interchangeable. Okay, so the mass production focuses on these companies who are actually producing standardized products, means they are similar to each other, but they produce in large volumes. Okay, so this is mass production system. At the same time, they have high production capacity and output rates. Now, what are the advantages? So the first one is fast production. Yes, the pattern is same. We are producing in mass or maybe in large volumes, definitely mass production will be there. Second one, high capacity utilization, which has already been explained. Third one, low unit cost. Why? Because we are buying in bulk the raw materials, due to which the production cost, the per unit production cost will be low. Now what are the disadvantages? First one is machine breakdowns can stop production. Yes, even the most of the mass production system actually includes a lot of automated machines and robotic machines, due to which even one machine breakdown can stop the whole production system. So that is the first disadvantage. Second one is inflexible layout. It is actually inflexible, but yes, to some extent it is flexible, but not that much. But yes, it is inflexible because there is low variety in this thing, okay, and mass production at the same time. Then comes third one, high investment. As I said, automated machines are being used, okay. So initially there is high investment on machines. At the same time, the electricity consumptions and many more things are there, due to which it is actually a high investment. Fourth and the last production system is continuous production. Now this continuous production system is actually different from all the other three production systems which I have explained before. Now this type of continuous production system follows a strict sequence. That means there will be no flexibility, zero flexibility in this type of system. Okay, it is typically automated. At the same time, it actually goes on producing without interruption. So there is zero flexibility in this type of production system. So you can take the example of semi-finished products company, like for example steel, okay, steel companies which they are producing only steel. It can be plywood or many other production where they are actually producing only semi-finished goods. Now let's move on to the advantages. So the first one is high production rates. So actually, according to the name itself, you can understand continuous production system means you are into a flow. It doesn't stop, there is no interruption, nothing as such, and it is produced in large volume. So there will be high production rates. Second, efficient material handling, because mostly it is automated. The machines which are being used to handle the materials for the production process is automated. Third one, low unit cost due to high volumes. Again, as you are buying bulk, okay, and you are using bulk materials for the production system, definitely it will turn out to low per unit cost. Then next is disadvantage. So first one is no flexibility for product variety. Actually it is zero flexibility, I would say. Second one, high investment in flow lines. Okay, so each product line will be having high investment. Third one, no product differentiation. So there is no product variety, there will be nothing as such, only one product will be produced here but in large volumes. Okay, so I hope so you have understood the 4 types of production system. Okay, and I'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.